Ladies and gentlemen, please let the teams welcome onto the park for this afternoon's game in the National Premier League Women's Competition, Peninsula Power and Mitchelton FC. This week we are celebrating NAIDOC Week, and that's to celebrate the history and culture and achievements of the Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander peoples. This year the theme for NAIDOC is For Our Elders, which is chosen to reflect the important role the elders play in the lives of Indigenous Australians. Peninsula Power Football Club joins all Australians in recognising that First Nations people have occupied and cared for this continent for over 65,000 years.
Good afternoon, everyone. We've got a Sunday special coming your way on FQTV with this round 20 battle in the NPL women's competition. James Coughlin here in the commentary booth, ready to bring you all the action over the next 90 minutes from AJ Kelly Park on the Redcliffe Peninsula. Both Power and Mitchelton have not only withstood the challenge of promotion, but relished in it, as they come into today's contest sitting 3rd and 5th respectively, and both sides will be eager to take a step towards finals football today. The sun was out a couple of minutes ago. The teams are ready. Let's run through the lineups for both sides. Penn Power, goalkeeper Liz Harrington. 2, Jemima Head. 4, Libby Cebulski. 5, Alicia Woods. 9, Bonnie Davies. 10, Lainey McDougall. 11, Ava Blizzard. 12, Kiralee Phillips. 13 Sarah Dapolonia, 15 Kiara Richvalski, and 33 Sienna Powell. For Mitchelton, the goalkeeper Emily Adams, 3 Callie Purifoy, 4 Lucy Holt, 6 Katie McDonald, 7 Carla Wilson, 10 Talia Sanders, 11 Nat Tatham, 13 Gemma Burton, 15 Rachel Fraser, 16 Tyler Harrison, and 28 Amy Forrest. Our referee for today's game is Paul Naravet. He'll be assisted by Alec Brown and Kerry Pollock. As we go through the pre-game formalities, it is, of course, Indigenous round, NAIDOC week. Both sides looking excellent in their respective NAIDOC kits. Power wearing the red shorts with theirs. And, with the lineups, in terms of storylines, it's hard not to look past the 2 strikers leading the line. Purifoy and Davies have combined for 42 goals in all competitions this season already. Would not be surprised to see them add to that number this afternoon. We've had some strong recruiting from Power over the last 2 seasons, which has seen them rebound from a horror 2021. Coach Mick Gallo continuing to build on the foundations laid by Alex Smith. That's from Mitchelton. They are rolling out some A-League experience with Nat Tatham. No Ellen Gett today, however, as the sides go through their final preparation. So you can see Liz Harrington, star goalkeeper for Power. Well, Mitchelton going through their huddle a little bit closer to the bench. Here's Katie McDonald in the 6, giving the final instructions. And I'm not sure what's going on with Sanders there. Possibly an earring requiring removal. And this will be the 3rd meeting between these seasons. Between the teams this season. When they met here on the 18th of February, it was Penn Power 2-0 with goals from Blizzard and Davies for a 5-3 epic out at Terralba Park. Lainey McDougall, a hat-trick hero for Power. And it looks like we have the all clear. We are ready for kickoff. Let's see what unfolds over the next 90 minutes. It is Phillips dispossessed, and early on the turn was Wilson. McDonald clipping it out. However, only Powell is nearby. Quick run through of the round 20 results thus far. Well, we might go through Power's last 5 results, actually. They've picked up 3 wins, a draw and a loss. That 1 defeat coming down at Complex against Gold Coast United, who enter the weekend in 4th place. Sandwiched by today's sides. It's Tatham for Mitchelton. And, well, it was a less than ideal outcome for Mitchie last weekend in their catch-up game against Lions. So played Lions twice in 2 weeks. They had the Kappa Women's Super Cup semi-final. Extra time epic. And Harrington launches it long. So a quick run through the round 20 results so far in the competition. And it is just the 1 so far. QAS 3-2 over Capalaba on Friday night. Today, you've got a trio of games coming your way. This one, the first. And then at 5 p.m, Gold Coast United taking on Olympic. Sunshine Coast Wanderers against Lions at 6, as Olympic and Lions have now handed over their respective home grounds to FIFA for the upcoming Women's World Cup, which promises to be an exciting tournament. Biggest sporting event on our shores in 2023, without a doubt. And then Tuesday, Souths are hosting East out at Wakeley Park. In case you're wondering why that game is on Tuesday, well, Souths are making their way back from Townsville, where they defeated MA Olympic 3-1 in the Kappa Women's Super Cup second semi-final. It was a latest of late shows, 3 goals in the final 5 minutes plus stoppage time. So it is South's Lions. It is a Mitchelton throw-in. Harrison plays it back, and Mitchie's passing work, just holding on to possession as it stands. And in this part of the field, Power happy to cede possession. The ball over the top, trying to pick out McDonald. Forward comes Phillips. With the run made by Blizzard. And Tatham's there to clear up. And Jemima Head will send that one all the way back to Harrington, who decides to let her teammate start the attack. She'll play it forward again, trying to pick out Blizzard. He scored in both head-to-head games this season over Blizzard. Heavy touch from Holt, forced the rush clearance. McDonald back now for Tatham. It's seen that Tatham back in action. Suffered an ACL injury a couple of years ago, but she returned well for Melbourne victory last season. 14 games in the A-League Women. Or Liberty A-League as it's otherwise known. Over 50 top flight appearances to her name. And a handball against McDonald. And head once again back to Harrington. So this is round 20 of the NPL women's competition. Quick run through of how things are standing for each of these sides. Power third place, 41 points. They're 4 behind Easts, heading into this weekend, of course. And 11 behind Lions. Well, I suppose it shouldn't be too much of a surprise seeing Lions in first, and Power 12 points clear of Gold Coast United in fourth. So, well, it's not a fait accompli just yet. Power well on their way to playing finals football in their return to the top flight. Oh, crunching tackle there. It is Wilson, the guilty party. Nodded all the way back, and that is gathered up by Emily Adams, making her 19th league appearance of the season. The only game she missed was round 7 against East. And a loose pass by Tatham is pounced on by Power, but mopped up well in midfield as Harrison is there to clean up. Powell able to escape the first challenge, but not the second. Forrest picks up the loose ball. Mitchelton, they are 3 points behind Gold Coast United in the race for fourth. 7 wins, 5 draws, 7 defeats. Putting them on 26, and they have a +2 goal difference. However, Gold Coast United do have 1 game in hand. And Holt earns a free kick. And D'Apollonia just asking the question, Mr. Navarrete. And cleaned up at the back well, and Power looked to spring a quick counter-attack through Dapolonia, who shoves off Holt. He's stuck out a foot to clear it back. Phillips with the throw-in and heavy touch. McDonald take it back in midfield and recycled to Tatham. Again, another turnover in midfield. Purifoy dispossessed, but Harrison there to win it back for the visitors. And a throw-in, no, free kick awarded to Mitchelton. Tatham, a bit of pressure, and Powers high press, wins the ball back. Here goes Blizzard, going to put the ball into the box, too tall for Davies, but on the follow-up, Rishvalski goes close and still going for that amazing run, which is cut out by Harrison. Forrest over for Purifoy. And again, just back to the experienced head, Nat Tatham. Well, her pass can only find Head. Sends it over for Cebulski, back for Head. Burton hooks it forward towards Wilson, but doesn't compete for the header, and Head is able to nod it back to a teammate. Clever interception in midfield by Burton, and it's a midfield battle through the opening 10 minutes, and Power get the free kick as Mitchie were looking to work it out to that far touchline. It could be on here at the back post. Rishvalski tries to keep it in, but is unable to get the angle on the pass. Behind it goes, and Adams will restart proceedings with a goal kick. Forrest just a bit too much on the pass. So it's trying to play in Wilson. Oh, it is something to note. It's going to be an interesting battle on that far sideline, at least for the first half, with Purifoy likely matched up against Sienna Powell, 17-year-old. few bodies coming forward now for Mitchelton as Power set their line on the edge of the 18-yard box. And it goes, it's bounced and appeals for a handball, not given. Might have been a bit of a discussion between the referee and his assistant as Holt wins a free kick again on halfway. And we miss the handball on the replay, but we'll see what the foul is for there. Maybe for Davies potentially holding on. And Tatham looks like she might be looking to launch this one into the box and maybe just cause a little bit of chaos. It's not directly cleared, but might be on the third attempt or fourth. So anywhere will do for Power at the moment. But anywhere might involve a counter-attack down this far sideline. Blizzard is storming down, but Tatham, once again, just putting herself in the right place, just shielding that one over the sideline. Sanders opting not to contest and leaving it for Head to retrieve. Oh, that's a crunching, sliding challenge from Sanders and might be coming back for some further discipline, but chance could be on now for Rajvalski, taking the touch and just rolling it into Adams, but Sanders might be facing some further discipline after lunging in and not really getting a whole lot of the ball. Adams just going direct and will go directly to Liz Harrington. Fraser looking for that ball in behind. Purifoy battling against McDougall and winning a free kick for the visitors. Power happy to give Mitchelton the ball. The opening quarter of an hour. Let's look for the quick strikes early. They've got pace on both wings. And Powell on a free kick. Won by Mitchelton. Powell, the guilty party there, going through the back. Might have been Purifoy. Clever work by the Mitchelton attacker. In goes the free kick. It's lofted in and offside flag has gone up as Purifoy to knot it in. Well, I think Harrington would have had that one covered. Purifoy coming back from an offside position and it was a bit of an awkward bounce. Rajvalski battling but losing out to Fraser. Back for Forrest. An update from McDonald's FQPL, Southwest Queensland, get a second in their game against Virginia. Poor angle on the pass from Harrington, but a heavy touch from Sanders, who tried to recover but could only knock it over the sideline. Harrison winning it back in midfield. And another heavy touch. Just too much steam on that pass towards Davies. Again, just driving it clear. And as quickly as it got up to halfway, it's sent all the way back now. Emily Adams just keeping the ball moving with Tatham. As for Holt. It's fair to say the opening 20 minutes have provided us with both sides taking a fairly patient approach to proceedings and just waiting for an opportunity to present itself. And that opportunity could be coming there as Purifoy rifled that one over Harrington's goal. So we'll quickly go to the replay. Carla Wilson playing in Purifoy's touch, just fashioned the space for the shot. Back to live action. Schvalski going head to head with Forrest. Driving into the box, going down. Was there enough contact outside of the box? Definitely not a penalty shout, but it was well marshalled by Amy Forrest. And defence of Mitchelton holding strong, but quick turnover by Power in midfield and just as quickly given back and going for the direct route, but Phillips sent him up it back, and as she conceded a corner, a clever touch by Harrington to just allow her to rifle it into the assembled crowd in the stands below our camera position. And Holt will take the throw in. McDonald on the turn, can't get the better of Woods. And is that a goal kick? Both players looking for the call to go in their direction, but Power getting the decision. McDonald back for Burton. And again back for Tatham. Those are the only passes that are really available to Mitchelton so far. I'll try and unlock the power defence, which has been quite stingy this season. Just playing smart football. They've really conceded 18 goals thus far, which is the second best record in the NPL. No prizes for guessing who is first. Although if you aren't entirely sure, I'll give you a little hint. It's the side that's first in most categories. And Coach McGallo just looking to keep the ball in play. And a foot race could be on here, and it's Wilson just waiting for support. She's forced to check a run back now. Purifoy over. Here's Sanders. Can't get the shot away, and it's cleared by Phillips, but nervous moments at the back for Penn Power. Is that the warning sign they needed to get on the front foot a little bit more? And just frantic work at the back. And to abandon that replay, Sanders appealing for and getting the free kick decision. Talia Sanders, one of the mainstays of this team this year. 21 appearances in all competitions, equal most with Rachel Fraser, having made the move over from Virginia, where she spent 2022. McDonald with the bending ball, and it's Head or Woods who had to just clip that one over the crossbar, and they had to make sure they got it right. It's a testing ball from McDonald into the right area, and it was Head who stuck the boot out, and that was confidently done, because we have seen on multiple occasions how that can go wrong for a defender. Goes the corner. It's a bending ball to the back post, and might have struck crossbar or the post. Tatham retrieves, looking to get it back on a right foot, but not given an inch of space by McDougall. Forced to check it back for Fraser, and here is Tatham. Stayed onside. Ball into the box. Cleared away by Cebulski. And kept in by Rizvalski. And Davies loose pass. Pounced on by Harrison. And Mitchelton starting to get on the front foot a little bit more, and a loose touch. That was a shot at Harrington, but wasn't going to cause too much stress for the keeper, who had her near post covered. And Forrest cleanly taking on that one, and Forrest is fouled by Davies. So the two strikers leading the line, Bonnie Davies and Callie Purifoy. Just a ridiculous goal-scoring tear between them. 42 goals in all competitions. Purifoy with 19 in the NPL, Davies with 17. Second and third on the Golden Boot ladder respectively. Both trailing Tegan Riding from Lions, and that one has gone over the sideline. That wasn't good enough. Sarah Napolonia, and 13 for Power. Did miss the first couple of games of the season, the American recruit. And she's fourth in the Golden Boot with 12 league goals by my numbers. Sanders putting the pressure on Phillips as that's played over the sideline. And you do wonder, with Davies being watched very closely by the tandem of Fraser and Tatham, could Sarah Dapolonia be the one to unlock Mitchelton defence? Conceded 34 goals this season, so sixth best in the league. And now a turnover in midfield, but again a heavy touch. Ask Fraser to just drill that one long. Blizzard with the ball in towards Davies, and it will go over the sideline. It's Phillips coming forward for the throw-in. Return by Blizzard. She'll clip it in, but can't get by Fraser. And here you go, Mitchelton, able to find a rare piece of space in the power half. Look at the numbers Power are getting back now. Everybody behind the ball, bar Bonnie Davies. It is a determined defensive effort thus far from the home side. Committed team effort as they try and shut down Purifoy, who's forced to track back into her own half. There's the Indigenous round this weekend. We've seen plenty of great kits around southeast Queensland and further north as well, and west, I suppose. And Tatham just asking where was the run forward for that ball, and you wonder with the angle she put on it, could someone have perhaps run under it? McDonald. Now Purifoy. Playing it for Wilson. Will take the shot on first time and blocked by Head behind for another corner for Mitchelton. There's McDonald. Looks most likely to find a way to unlock the power defence, and it was more a shot and hope than anything else by Carla Wilson. Two league goals this season for Carla Wilson. And goes across, it's nodded away, and chance now for Harrison with the shot, and a great save by Harrington to tip that one over the bar, and that is the best chance of the game so far. That's why you always have someone waiting at the top of the box, and Harrison, I was definitely dipping under, and Harrington had to use all of a 6'1" frame to tip that one over. Great stop by the American goalkeeper. And a great strike as well by Tyler Harrison. And goes clearance, and on the second attempt, McDougall launches it. Davies has Dapolonia making the run in front of her, and curving ball is excellent to pick out Blizzard. That ball into the box is behind. The tracking back of Fraser. It's hard to miss Rachel Fraser at Mitchelton. Coach, referee, does just about everything, and sure, if you find the right day, you might even find her helping out at the canteen. If she has time amongst all her other duties, of course. And she was with the clearing header, and Harrison was pass, and I think that was the advantage for the alleged handball. Cebulski back now for Harrington. And heavy touch goes over the sideline. Both sides more than happy to involve their goalkeeper when they're in possession. Got a bit of a goal fest happening up the range in the McDonald's FQPL competition. Apollonia driving at Tatham towards the byline, squaring it back at the penalty spot. And unfortunately for her, split the difference between Davies and McDougall. And Purifoy fouled about 25 yards shy of halfway. Back for Fraser, and fire a deflection. It finds the sideline. Purifoy takes a throw in quickly. McDonald with the outside of the boot. Inside trying to pick out Purifoy. Work by Phillips to recover that. Another heavy touch from Harrison. He's all the way out to the sideline. Blizzard, to be denied, puts the ball in for Davies. Unable to direct that header on target, Bonnie Davies, but might just be a bit of a range finder. Hey for Blizzard. That's a ball that Bonnie Davies will be looking for as the game goes on. Chance could be on now. Purifoy, she's in behind. Sanders in support. Callie Purifoy will go herself. Saved by Harrington. Purifoy cut back on a left foot and unable to find an angle. Play back for Forrest, who scoops that one into the box. Unable to be kept in by the backtracking Rzhvalski. McDonald can't get a foot to that. Actually, might have been Wilson. No, beg pardon, it was McDonald. Always trust your first instinct, kids. And Purifoy not highest for the header over Powell, but couldn't direct the ball towards a teammate. And Sanders has won the free kick against Phillips. Not entirely sure what for from where I'm standing, but defer to the referee, who had a pretty much direct line of sight to that contest. And was forced to be knotted behind by Phillips. And you do wonder if this corner produces something. Will Nick Gallo have something to say? Well, definitely had to be played at with Carla Wilson lurking. And with the in-swinging delivery, you see it played a bit further out this time, and the header was well met, but just didn't quite have the direction as it looped into the grasp of Harrington. And on the bounce, it finds Davies. And a bit of a miscommunication on that power left between Rishvalski and Powell. Sizing up the options, Apollonia trying to get the return pass, but unable to be found, and Tatham played in behind. Is that Purifoy giving chase, and a heavy touch by Head, and the endeavour from the Mitchelton forward has won aside a corner. And clever ball from Tatham. I think she might have put a bit too much on it for Sanders, and Head just got a little bit caught up with the ball at her feet. Trying ahead in her last outing. 2 goals against the QAS. Curling effort over the top of just about everybody as Forrest retrieves with Powell paying very close attention, and Power defender won that battle. Strong work by the youngster. Wilson presents an option for the free kick, and Purifoy flagged for offside, and number say she's good for one a game. Phillips on that right side, and Sanders lunging in, just stopping that run and conceding the free kick. No, the throw-in, I beg your pardon. And Holt concedes another throw-in. Phillips to take. Great run now, as that was well stopped by Tatham. Woods. And the free kick is Purifoy back defending, and work by the power midfielder Tish Woods. 2 NPL goals this season for Tish Woods. Just got her body in the right position to draw the foul of Purifoy. And it will be Jemima Head to take. All famous last words. Apollonia decided she wants the responsibility. And now overcomes Woods, who won the free kick. Apollonia steps up, runs over the ball. Woods plays the ball to Apollonia, who's got the angle for the cutback. And well read. Does Power get a corner from that passage of play? A little bit creative from the set piece. Apollonia makes the run and takes the pass, but can only play it off the backtracking Mitchie defender. I was a big fan of innovation at set pieces. Pay dividends now as that corner goes in and it's knotted over by Blizzard. And we will have the goal kick once Adams retrieves that ball from behind the fence. I hope she wasn't expecting Fraser to take the goal kick while she was getting back into position. Tatham for Holt, who takes a touch towards her own goal. Back to Tatham again. Lucy Holt. Phillips with the touch that sends it over the sideline, and I think Holt almost conceded that one. McDougall just hoisted over the top, and I think that unintentionally turned into a shot, which is gathered up by Adams. Now into first half stoppage time. Not that we've had a whole lot of stoppages. Just trying to think, maybe at most a minute added on, surely. However, a minute is a long time in football. See if one side can find a breakthrough before the break. And it goes for Blizzard, looking to cut inside, but Holt there again with the block. However, just as quickly as she won the ball, she gave it back for Rishvalski and for Phillips, I beg your pardon, and Phillips had kept it, was unable to keep it in. I think we're all ready for the halftime break. And that will bring an end to what has been a largely cagey first half here at AJ Kelly Park. Both sides unable to find a breakthrough. First chance of the game coming from Tyler Harrison as her dipping shot was tipped over the bar by Liz Harrington. We'll have a few more chances to come in the second half. We're going to step away and be back with all the action after these messages.
These players want more. They want to step off that field and win.
Just when Australia was crying out for a hero, they found one. Matildas now get to measure themselves against world's footballing elite.
Till we outrun.
Keep it going, we're not done till it's done all the way through.
Till the pain pays off. Till we make you roar. till we tell a bigger story. Till we settle the score.
Don't mess with it.
Till we stop them all.
You can't beat the best.
Till we do you proud.
Be not like the rest.
We're not done.
Till it's done.
How do I finish this time? What's it off?
Felton Industries is proud to be the official shelter and grandstands partner of Football Queensland. Felton offers a range of premium aluminium grandstands, from elite portable spectator seating to soccer team shelters for players and coaches. Give your fans the best view of the game with Felton's comfortable spectator seating. With sun-safe shelters or powder-coated in your team colours. Whatever your club needs, Felton has a high-quality, low-maintenance seating option to suit. We are the pioneers in Australian-made grandstands and team shelters. Contact Felton today on 1800 834 016 or visit felton.net.au.
And welcome back, everybody. We are ready for the second half of this NPL round 20 clash between Penn Power and Mitchelton. Still scoreless through 45 minutes. James Coughlin in the commentary booth bringing you all the action on FQTV for Indigenous Round as we celebrate NAIDOC Week.
Welcome back to the second half here at AJK Park. National Premier League Queensland competition. And it's Peninsula Mitchelton FC.
Just waiting to see if the ground announcer had any halftime substitutions for us, but it sounds like it was as we were when Mr. Paul Navarrete called for halftime. Both sides wearing their NAIDOC kits. Mitchelton going from left to right on your screen, and we are set for an interesting second half as both these sides chase all 3 points in their push for finals, and could be an early chance now as Adams had to get down low well and palm away McDougall's shot. It was a fast start from Power out of the blocks. Go to the replay. Davies nodding it down right into the path of the onrushing Laney McDougall. Well saved by the Mitchelton shot stopper. Low driving corner to the near post. Push back towards Richvalski, who's summarily dismissed by Harrison, but the pass goes back for another ball into the box. It's eventually cleared away by Burton. Pressure being put on that far side by Ava Blizzard, who was very busy in the first half. 3 goals this season, Ava Blizzard, 2 of which have come against Mitchelton. Scored in round 1 against the QAS here, round 2 here against Mitchie, and in round 11 at Terralba Park. And the Power winger is, he nods it over the sideline for the throw. I can see some blankets out on the Power bench. The sun has disappeared behind the horizon, behind our camera position. And Tatham had drilled that one into the midsection of, not sure which player that was. Was it Blizzard again involved in that one? It was Blizzard, and it is going to be a handball, I believe. And Tatham will have a chance to send the ball up over the halfway. And ahead, just opting for the safe option, as has been the main direction for the Power defence. Better safe than sorry, and searching for the safety of the sideline on multiple occasions, rather than chancing their arm against what is a lethal Power attack. Sanders, Wilson and Purifoy. Purifoy, of course, the most lethal of that bunch, but it's lethal going the other way now as Power on the attack, squared back towards McDougall, but once again well mopped up by Nat Tatham. And I don't think we'll have time for a replay because Phillips quickly returns the ball to play. The floodlights have taken over here on the Peninsula. And the temperature is dropping. Forrest will have to track back to retrieve that one in a slip. Richvalski unable to capitalise on the opportunity presented to her. And on the edge of the box, it's going to be a free kick. As Apollonia has felled, Gold Coast Knights have taken a lead in their NPL men's match against Sunshine Coast Wanderers. Just a bit late on the replay there, apologies. So, pretty creative set piece from Power in the closing stages of the first half. What do they have for us now? Apollonia will strike it low and across a crowd of bodies, and that was eventually played back into the welcoming arms of Emily Adams. But Power's high press has worked when they've deployed it, and Blizzard almost had it work. She concedes the free kick. So both these sides stronger in the second half in terms of goals scored. Power, 28 of their 46 goals have come after half time. Good for second best in the league. While Mitchie, 20 of their 36 have come in the second stanza. Apollonia out for Power with the ball in over the top of Davies. Chested down, and it's a little bit chaotic. Davies now looking to create a shot before eventually Harrison just decides, let's get it out of here. Woods escaping the attention of a pair of players. Apollonia stopped in her tracks, but she wins the ball back. It's a little bit scrappy at the moment. Woods. Davies. I don't think she meant to go for the sand wedge, Davies, but it worked well as Apollonia is able to play it over for McDougall. And McDougall thought about the shot from range, watched closely by Harrison. Decides to take it on a left foot, but just rifles it into the Mitchie midfielder. And Apollonia. It's Power's turn to work it around. Thought about the shot. Phillips escapes one. Challenge will take the shot on and tipped over the bar. A great save by Adams. Both keepers now called on to reach up high and deny an opponent from a great strike from range. It was Carolee Phillips, 20 plus out. And Adams wasn't quite the diving save that Harrington had to make in the first half, but no less impressive. See just one body right on Adams as his in-swinging corner comes in towards the near post, and won't reach the near post before it crosses the byline. Emily Adams, great save to keep this game 0-0. Loose passes. Mitchie try to play the way out of their own half. Committed header by Blizzard, and she'll now chase this one down. Phillips providing support. Played out to the on-rushing right back, and courtesy of a deflection, it is going to be another corner for Penn Power. Same spot as last time, and overcomes Lainey McDougall. Apollonia thought about providing a quick short option. This one will be a right-footed delivery, so taking it away from Adams. Jemima Head lurking the back post. This one goes near, nodded clear by Harrison, but the threat hasn't gone away yet. Apollonia talking about the curling shot, and that one had to be claimed cleanly by Adams. A couple of Power players just lurking in the 6-yard box, ready to poke that home, but another Confident stop by Emily Adams. Purifoy. Wilson has stolen a step and... big pardon, it was McDonald who had stolen a step by drifting offside, so just lets that roll over for a throw-in. And McDonald getting it back, but a great tackle by Powell. And that duel results in a throw-in to be taken by Amy Forrest. Gap Junior. Joined Mitchie under 18s in 2020 and has worked her way up to the senior team now with Wilson. Tackle by Head just caused enough disruption and was played over the sideline. Throw in one by Sanders. Goes for Fraser. Purifoy battling against Powell, and those two have been battling. You have to say, Sienna Powell definitely holding her own, if not getting the better of Callie Purifoy. And Mitchelton adamant that should be their throw-in, but on an overrule by referee, it's now going to come back. Will we have another throw-in? And there we go, it's all sorted now. It might have just been signalled the wrong way. Goes for McDonald to curl that in, and Harrington off her line confidently to take. Fraser can only head it to Dapolonia. Phillips, we know she can hit it. Instead, out for Blizzard, who'll try to go through Forrest, but not through Holt, I beg your pardon. Dapolonia storming over for the short corner. This time it's taken. Dapolonia stopped by Sanders, who'll be called on again. Able to get the block in. Headed by Harrison and unable to keep that in. So it is another corner for Penn Power as we close in on an hour played. These sides have played out a scoreless 90 minutes before. I'll tell you more about that in a second. Corner to the edge of the 6-yard box, headed by Phillips, blocked off the line, and a couple of touches by Forrest and Fraser, and eventually winds up in the arms of Adams. I don't think there was any deliberate back pass. It would have been an optimistic appeal, if anything. The sides have played one scoreless 90 minutes, and there is a reason I use the phrase 90 minutes. It was the 2022 FQPL Grand Final. Scores through first and second half. However, as it was a final, it couldn't stay at 0-0. Kelly Purifoy, the main difference on the day, 102nd minute winner. And the discussion now is Gemma Burton just gets a warning for something. And Liz Harrington picked up a red card in that game. Denial of a goal scoring opportunity. From memory, it was on Purifoy. Davies straight offside, and I did say in the introduction we were looking forward to seeing the two marquee attackers. However, Davies and Purifoy have both yet to have their impact felt on this game, I think it's fair to say. As Mitchie and Penn Power have put in determined defensive efforts. Power committed as a group, getting numbers behind the ball, looking to cut out those passing lanes. Picked up well by Dapolonia. Blizzard for support out wide, no flag. And she'll play it back along the ground. Tatham first to react, there to it before Davies. And that was unable to be kept in, despite the best efforts of Talia Sanders. Wilson tried the drag back, but Woods was there to intervene. Davies took the touch backwards, playing Richvalski. McDougall forward, and Davies gets a tug of that pass by Dapolonia. Now Mitchie on the break. McDonald making the run ahead, but no options for Purifoy. She's forced to head back towards her own goal. And Sanders has picked up a knock, and I think that might be a head clash, so will require a stoppage as she just gets checked by the referee, engaging in his duty of care. But the good news is it looks like Sanders hasn't had any lasting damage. I'll just decide the sporting outcome, which is just play to resume as we were. Tatham into the box, can only find Cebulski. Davies. Here is a chance. Bonnie Davies into the box, away from goal. Will put the cross in. Tatham with the acrobatic block. And plenty of support for Adams and Dapolonia in that collision. Based on the way those cheers have been made over the last hour and a bit. That might be the travelling Mitchelton contingent making their voices heard. That ball just too far ahead of Davies and Richvalski. Tatham hoping it rolls over the byline, not doing. Forrest back for Tatham. And Phillips just nods that one over the sideline, just inside the Mitchelton half. Well, in today's second NPL match, Gold Coast United 2-0 up over Olympic. You can flick over to that one once we're done here at AJ Kelly Park. And sure you've heard it enough over the last couple of years, but we'll remind you anyway. FQTV, a place to catch all the live and on-demand action from the NPL. And McDonald's FQPL 1 and 2 in the men's, and McDonald's FQPL 1 in the women's. And we all have a stoppage now as it looks like Tyler Harrison is coming off, and she will be replaced. Actually, it'll be a double sub as Harrison and Burton will be replaced. Amy Cook, one of the substitutes. The other one has disappeared off to the right of screen. However, I would hazard a guess that that might be Kelly Geddes, as that clearance was deflected on the way out. Rijvalski went for Woods, who lunged for the ball. Tatham confidently striding out of defence. We have had a restructure for Mitchelton, and well, actually it is Georgia Gibson who has come on. She has joined the attack. If you watched that Kappa Women's Super Cup semi-final against Lions, Georgia Gibson was the one who scored that late equaliser to send it to extra time.
For Mitchelton, and the 16, Tyler Harrison, and the 13, Gemma Burton replaced. And the 32,
There you go, Mitchie. With a bit more verve and vigour in their attack. And Wilson will take the shot on from range. And the rush of blood, well, she got all of that and a little bit more as that sailed high and wide. I had a look, saw Harrington 7 yards off her line maybe. But it wasn't to be for Carla Wilson. Purifoy has shifted centrally now, with Gibson coming in on that left wing, and Sanders has shifted over to the right. Purifoy now directly through the middle. Is that the change that will break this game open? Still waiting for the first goal. Power Mitchelton in round 20. James Coughlin in the commentary booth on this Sunday evening special. McDougall, she'll take the shot on first time, and it was driven straight at Adams. Gibson losing out in that battle for possession with Phillips. Cebulski next minute, and just a bit too tall for Davies. I think I've seen more than my fair share of attempted scorpion kicks today. We have another one here as Rijvalski goes into the box and a crunching tackle. Well, that's as good as a fantastic shot on goal, as Fraser came across well. We'll go to the replay. Fraser, she goes into her own box, sizes up the opportunity, and she got that one absolutely bang on. lofted into the box, and he's behind off one of the power players, and Adams will retrieve for a goal kick. Touch plays in Apollonia, who took a little tumble on the ball. She'll take a shot on herself, and another spectacular save from Emily Adams. Apollonia had that one dipping under the crossbar. And the Mitchie keeper got her fingertips to it again. Apollonia just on the turn, got it on her right foot. She chased her 16th goal of the season. It is in all competitions. And a great stop. Emily Adams, 2-1 over Harrington in the spectacular save department. Well, I'm fairly sure Harrington will be happy not to be required to make another spectacular save. In goes the corner, and Adams had to tip that one away again, and I thought that one came off the crossbar as well, but Tatham has had to get that one behind. Will we have a quick corner? We will, and on infringement. I don't think that ball was stationary. And now we'll take that one again. I think McDonald might have been arguing possession should be turned over because of the corner, but not to be, and the corner goes into the 6-yard box. Cavalcade of bodies. Back it goes. Phillips with a shot, and just can't wrap her foot around it enough as she sends it wide. And do we have another change coming up? Well, we do. I just...
Substitution for Mitchelton, number 10, Tanya Saunders, replaced number 9, Kelly Giddies.
Oh, thanks, Craig. That is the third change. Kelly Giddies, the American recruit. 3 goals in the league this year, and she had a 4th. Well, time to go on defense now as that ball is played across, and Davies just waiting to pounce. Geddes has had a pretty impressive career. Played college at Palm Beach Atlantic University. Sounds like a good place to go. In formative years. Before playing for South Georgia. Oh, we could be on now, and the flag has stayed down as Apollonia can only earn a corner as Fraser was across well. And Power again taking the quick corner before Mitchie can get their defence set, but Gibson was tracking back to cut out the move. And this time we might see a slightly more rehearsed corner move. Just quickly on Giddies. South Georgia Tormentor FC before earning a pro contract in Albania. Lasnia Škoda. That cross goes to the penalty spot, and Gibson, I think that was the cleanest of contact on the 16-year-old Georgia Gibson. Laney McDougall just peeling off into the D at the top of the box. No corner towards the near post, and Fraser, another corner. They are starting to mount for Penn Power as we approach the 75th minute. Another different delivery, and Phillips and that towards goal, but it was blocked away by Forrest, and that is going to be a free kick now as Forrest was felled. A little bit of frustration there from Jemima Head. As we tick over to the 75-minute mark, both of these sides, the most productive time in the match is the final 15 minutes from a goal-scoring perspective. Mitchelton scored 11 of their 36 goals in the 76 to full-time period, and for second best in the league, and they are second only to Penn Power, who have scored 16 goals in the final quarter of an hour. With a few stats, you don't see Lions on top in. The slip gives Power the ball back, and misplaced pass sees Mitchie back in possession. Giddies out wide on the touchline. She'll go past Powell, now driving into the box. Kelly Giddies towards the back post, looking for Gibson, but the header just cannot be directed on target. And the two substitutes for Tony Skinner linking up. And perhaps that leap from Kiralee Phillips just enough to put Gibson off. Lucy Holt playing that one over the sideline. Oh, great story. Lucy Holt in her 15th season at the club. She's just 20 years old. She joined as a 5-year-old and promoted to the senior team in 2021, and the fullback will likely continue going from strength to strength. And Forrest. For Cook, who plays it back to Fraser. And a tired pass is intercepted by Woods. And Apollonia, she'll have another crack from range, but they can't get by Amy Cook. And Tatham, is she able to keep that one in? She is. And back we come for another Mitchelton free kick. It hasn't been the smoothest of games. A few soft fouls each way. But overall, no major controversies from Mr. Navarrete and his officiating crew. This midfield battle moves into its final act. And we have one of the strikers having their say as that shot bounces into the grasp of Adams. He's inside for Purifoy, and Powell. Oh, she got one back after getting beaten on the last passage of play down that sideline. Sienna Powell dispossessing Kelly Giddies. Wilson can't get the ball away from Woods. It's been glued to the foot of Woods like a magnet pretty much all evening here at AJ Kelly Park. Looks like Tony Skinner might be preparing one last change, as is Mick Gallo. Well, actually, it'll be the first change for Gallo. And we'll come back for a free kick for the home side. but not before the substitution. Perhaps that substitution will wait for the set piece to be taken.
Substitution for Peninsula, number 15, Kira Rikowski, replaced with number 8, Christina Amajul.
Well, it's joys of commentating off a screen. Sometimes you miss things. So Rishvalski withdrawn for Christina Amajui, the ex-Gap and Olympic winger. That's a direct shot just over the crossbar. Does Power continue to pepper Adams' goal? And the goal kick taken short. Callie Purifoy on the ball. Giddies providing a bit of width. Powell is stopping the American winger in her tracks and getting a little bit of support now from her teammates as she's only able to go to the corner flag. And it is a brief stoppage. 3-0 now for Gold Coast. And with an assist from the near side assistant referee. And much to the chagrin of the assistant referees in Mitchelton colours beneath our camera position. And a yellow card for Kelly Giddies after all that. And Kenny McDonald just getting an explanation now as to what's just unfolded. It was the first booking for the American this season. And the first booking of the game as well. Round 20 concludes on Tuesday night. South's hosting East. East with South's still being in a very good mood after their Kappa Women's Super Cup semi-final victory. And we've got less than 48 hours between the end of round 20 and the start of round 21. Penn Power will kick off round 21 Thursday night, 7:15 p.m. and they will be hosting Lions. And Saturday we've got Gold Coast United Souths at 5 o'clock, East Sunshine Coast Wanderers at 6:30. Mitchelton will be at home against Capalaba at 5 p.m. And then we've got some Monday night football. Oh, ball sprayed across the box as Amajui will retrieve. So Monday night football. QAS taking on Olympic. This is the final weekend, round 21, and then less than 2 weeks away from the start of the biggest event of 2023, the FIFA Women's World Cup. Harrington will launch it. Oh, the bounce, Tatham, another huge interception. Should be no surprise that in a 0-0 game, the standout performers have been on the defensive end of the pitch. Here is one of them, Tish Woods. possession for McDougall. She has her pocket picked by Purifoy. A heavy pass deflects out off Amajui. So just the one change made by Mick Gallo. Really for another potential impact sub. Not a whole lot of goals on the bench at his disposal. Was held up on halfway. Purifoy will dribble out to that far sideline, marked by Dapolonia, and Purifoy gets by one and gets by two into the box. Purifoy, down she goes. Was that a foul? It is. It's a penalty for Mitchelton with 4 minutes remaining. Lemmy Cebulski dragged down Purifoy. McDonald is now asking, is there going to be a yellow card? We'll see this driving run, and it was a tired challenge on Callie Purifoy. And now she has a chance to win the game. Three and a half minutes remaining. Callie Purifoy against Liz Harrington. Up she steps, strikes it, and it's off the post. No goal, Power survive. Oh, it was all set up for Callie Purifoy to be the hero, and she just rolled it into the post on her left. That was the moment. So Purifoy, her struggles from the spot continue. 3 for 6 this season. Which way will the flag point? It is towards Penn Power. Well, the travelling support crew not fans of that decision, unsurprisingly. Woods, there again, will Power have a say in how this game finishes up? There's a free kick now for Penn Power as Gibson. Early party, and that is going to be a yellow card as well for Georgia Gibson. So 2 substitutes for Power into the notebook. And a first booking for Gibson as well. A bit of pushing and shoving in the box as we have less than 60 seconds of normal time remaining. Tatham and Phillips called over to the principal's office, and it all ends with a handshake and pleasantries, I suppose. Head in a bit of space at the back. Free kick taken short. D'Apollonia, heavy touch. Can she get the shot away? She does. It's blocked. On the follow-up, Davies has a stab at it, and Tatham eventually just launches it clear. And Cebulski all the way back. That was definitely a back pass, and it is. Now an indirect free kick, and a bit of a brain fade from Harrington. Well, that was clearly played back by Cebulski, so an indirect free kick now in second half stoppage time. I'll tell you what, not a lot might have happened in the first 85 minutes, but boy, the last 5 has just taken off. And now the power wall will have just about everybody in a blue shirt in it. We've seen the home side with a bit of creativity from a set piece. So just Purifoy next to the ball, and Wilson. Looks like Purifoy is going to lay it off for Wilson to have a strike. A couple of power players poised to jump out of the sprinters' blocks. Close down the angle. Late drama at AJ Kelly. Shot taken, and it's in! Carla Wilson wins the game! And Mitchie have a huge 3 points in the race for the finals. Oh, she could not have hit that any better. And Carla Wilson is the hero on the night. How good is NPL Queensland? And we're not done yet. Power coming forward in numbers. It's been a great weekend for late goals and late drama, and we might have some more to come. We're into the 3rd minute of stoppage time. Purifoy foul just shy of halfway. And now this will be taken at a much slower pace than Mitchie's last free kick. And a second yellow card now for Kelly Giddies, and she has now been dismissed. Oh, what now? What's next? We're going to have a kangaroo jumping across the field. And Giddies was just waiting for the confirmation. So Mitchie will finish this game with 10 on the pitch. Oh, it's going to be a frenetic finish. We'll have a bit more stoppage time added on after the sending off of Kelly Giddies. Phillips brings the throw in, takes it quickly. Woods, heavy touch, dispossessed. Purifoy making the run and able to beat Cebulski to the ball. Gallo is quickly retrieving that one as it's now going to be a patient throw in. As Cook gets a shove in the back from Amajui. And it's out off Phillips for Mitchelton throwing. They will happily take this down, although Purifoy with the wasteful ball forward gives the ball back for Power. And Harrington is able to pick that one up. Clean strike on the ball, but it was good enough. Rizza just clips it forward and... Well, that is the end on what was a wild finish. Mitchelton 1-0 winners, courtesy of Carla Wilson's 92nd minute strike off an indirect free kick. Both keepers, Liz Harrington and Emily Adams, produced some spectacular saves, but it all took off in the final 5 minutes. Mitchelton had a penalty that Callie Purifoy just rattled off the post. And then an indirect free kick after Harrington had taken a back pass from Libby Cebulski. Purifoy laid it off for Carla Wilson and she rifled her shot into the side netting. And then Kelly Giddies picked up a second yellow card. So Mitchelton finished with 10 players. I think that was everything that happened. It has been a pretty frenetic finish, but a thoroughly enjoyable contest no less. I'm James Coglan. Thank you very much for your company. This has been a production of Double Take Sports. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. We've got a whole lot more action coming your way. Flick over to Gold Coast United or Olympic or Sunshine Coast Wanderers taking on Lions. A whole lot more NPL action coming your way on FQTV. Thank you very much for your company. Good night.